Hi, I'm David Norris, and I'm serving up the perfect podcast, Pompey Platter with Russ, Daz and Haz. Play up, Pompey!
And Murphy scores! A magnificent goal! That's just wonderful from Josh Murphy! Shaughnessy, great saving! Shaughnessy at the near post! Chance for Colby Bishop over the goalkeeper, off the post and into the back of the net! Colby Bishop! Lang's got his fourth! A fourth for Callum Lang!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Pompey Platter podcast, Season 2, Episode 16, Milwall and Sheffield United preview. I am joined as always by Haz and Daz. How are we, boys?
Good.
Yeah, lovely.
Fresh and ready to go again after the international break.
Feels like
Yeah.
coming back. Feels like coming back from injury.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the weekend though, Pompey. I normally hate it, but it didn't bother me. Which is a sad sign of the season. On the episode today, we got Milwall and Sheffield United preview. We're then doing Daz's darts. I think that's what we're naming it. Is that right, Daz?
Well, it's Dazzla's darts, but let's not split any hairs I haven't got.
Well, I'm glad you finished that, not me. Dazzla's darts, Taskmaster, Harry's Who Am I, and any other business. But before we get into that, I am bringing back Haz Vs Daz.
Yes!
Left back edition. So, there's been I was at work today, I looked at my phone, 30 odd messages, and it was just Haz and Daz back and forth about a left back. And I'm just going to sit and be quiet and listen to these two fight over their reasons. So basically, Haz was basically saying, I don't want some freebie that's not ready. I'd rather stick an academy player in. Daz is like, well, you can't just stick an academy player in if they're not ready. That's the gist of it. Haz, take it away.
Well, we saw from last year signing freebies like Alexander Milosevic, an older player in his mid-30s, wasn't fit, tried to get him fit, ended up getting injured, ended up paying him for, when did he arrive? End of February, in February. So we've ended up paying him for like 4 or 5 months to literally do shit all. We're already paying Jacob Farrell to do that. Why do you want to do that again? We've clearly, John Messina has already said we've looked at the left back market. Obviously, it's come out today, the news of Jordan Cross put out that we looked at Ender Stevens, who's been training, I think, with Shamrock Rovers, but isn't actually signed for them. So we could have signed him. We've said no. Bizarrely, we've had Joe Bennett, who was at Oxford last year, training with us despite him actually already being with a non-league club. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. But anyway, we've looked at the left back free agent market and decided that there isn't anyone that's suitable. So that leaves you with two options. You carry on playing Jordan Williams at left back, or Zach Swanson, or Terry Devlin. You keep playing them more square pegs in round holes, which we've had too often already this year. Or you play one of the under 18s. And I think one of the guys, his last name's Martin. Can't remember his thing. Kieran Martin, maybe. Kieran Martin, something like that. I might be remembering that wrong. He's already been on loan at Moneyfields this year for just over a month. They wanted to keep him. I appreciate a lot the fact that the difference between the level of Moneyfields and Portsmouth in the Championship, although it might not seem like it, the way that we've been playing is quite big. However, these circumstances we're in aren't that often. They don't happen that often where both players in that position are out long term. you can't keep playing. For me anyway, when you play a player on the wrong side like that, Williams, it worked against Wrexham when he came on, and then it went to the whole game, and it wasn't quite as effective because obviously the Wrexham game, it was all planned for the defensive team were planning all against Ogilvy, whereas as soon as they know that Williams is going to be there, all you've got to do is make sure you keep pushing him down that right hand side and attack him kind of on the outside where he's not comfortable because it's on his wrong side. Then it makes it a hell of a lot easier, and that's where Hull got a lot of joy. With that, also, you're also lacking left footers as it is in defence. You're already playing. It depends if you've got a back three. You're playing Bauer on the left, but you've still got most of your back line is already right-footed, and you're playing another right-footed. If we go back to a back four, which we might do, we'll get back to that. Are you really going to want to play all four of your back four as right-footers? You've got no adaptability. None of them are particularly comfortable. You know, if Conor Shaughnessy was there, he's technically right-footed, but he is comfortable on his left and he plays on the left. We don't have that. So I think you're good enough, you're young enough, whatever, you're good enough, you're old enough, whatever the phrase is. Stick him in. It doesn't. Why not? Just chance it. Give it a go.
Go on, Daz.
I mean, it's obviously, look, there's nothing more I want than an academy player to come in and smash it and do the job and stuff like that. I would absolutely love that. But in reality, as Has said at the end, if you're good enough, you're old enough, that kind of thing, we don't know if these lads are good enough. And at the moment, like, we're in a position where we can't take that gamble. I'm not saying these lads are no good. And obviously, like, I would probably guess technically they're good players, but the thing is, I've been to watch a few of the Hampshire Cup games and stuff like that when we've had our academy players playing against Wessex One, Wessex Prem teams, and like technically they're better than those sides, but physically they got bullied. We didn't look really great, which is totally understandable. As I said, I've coached under 16s, under 18s development level, so I know sort of what you're going to get from certain games. Like when we've had like development teams that are majority under 18s, we know when we go and play a men's team in a cup game, we know we're going to have to forego the physical side and try and work around that. So we're not going to get the same game out of it. Obviously, Moneyfield's a really good standard, but it's fucking ridiculous amount of like levels difference in that. I don't trust our supporter base to, if that player makes a mistake, that they won't be like some sort of like uproar in the crowd at the time. Like if you think about it, how many players say that when they hear these groans and stuff like that, sometimes that affects their confidence. What do we think it's going to do to a 17-year-old? Because the way we're playing at the moment and the results and things like that, if that lad makes a mistake and they get in and score, imagine the reaction from the fans. I just think, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's a square peg in a round hole. I think the whole situation when Haz was talking about Coyle going down that right hand side, I think that's not just the fact that Williams was playing in that right wing back role. That's also the fact that Boat and our whole back line were horrendous that day. I don't think that's being set up. I think that's a individual player issue. I don't think players worked hard enough. I don't think they were militant enough in what they were doing. So yeah, like as I said, don't get me wrong, I would love an academy player to start on Saturday, smash it up and be there for the rest of the season. I just worry the fact that we don't know how good he is. I trust Messino and all the academy set up who know these players inside out, whether they can make that step up. I'd maybe like have the lad on the bench or something, and then if we're in the game and we're 2 or 3-0 up, maybe that's rarely going to happen, is it? But then give him some minutes. I think we're not in the position to be able to make those gambles. And I know, as I said, like we've said, right footers on the left hand side, it's not ideal, but from a defensive standpoint, I think we stand more of an opportunity to win the game with an experienced right back at left back than we do of a young 17, 18-year-old that has never played men's football at that level.
I would say one thing. In football, you have to take opportunities that come your way. And if I was a left back in the academy, I'd be itching. I'd be in the ears. I'd be doing my best to show I want to be out there, because football don't wait around for you. If you're not ready, I don't care how old you are, then you shouldn't be there in the first place. You know, how many players are thrown in and are they ready? You don't know. You know, you hear any player on podcasts say, you know, they were just thrown in. They didn't even know if they were ready themselves. You have to take opportunity. If you just can protect players, then what's the point? That's my opinion.
But
If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. And if the player doesn't respond to it, then he's not good enough for the game. It's you know, it's how cruel football is. If you're gonna pamper players, then they shouldn't be there. They really shouldn't be there. You know, if that was me, I'd be itching to get on that pitch.
yeah, but I've got an issue with them being ready to go, like them wanting to do it and stuff like that, and I hope they do want to do it. But the problem is that it's a physical thing. It's like majority of these players that you hear on podcasts haven't gone from like just the academy football straight into a men's game. They've usually
Some
been
have.
they've usually been at under 21, under 23 level, so they've been able to work their way in. Like from a physical standpoint, being like the thing is going off. Be like.
You having a celebration, Daz?
Yeah, that was the thing. From like 17, 18 to like they'll be playing lads 20 plus is absolutely massive,
It
physically
is,
wise.
but if I said about like if you're good enough, you're young enough, and you're like, well, you don't know. You'll only know if you try it.
Yeah, but
You can't live your life in play. You've got where we are, and I appreciate you were saying about the fact that we're not in a good place. But right now, we need to try something different. We've got to adapt and not play the same. We have to take chances where we are. When you're down the bottom, you try new things.
not in
This is,
November.
yeah, of course you do.
No, not in
You haven't
November.
got a fit left back.
We're not at panic stations right this second.
No.
And the thing is, like the academy and the club setup, we'll know if these lads can fit in and go in there and do it. And that doesn't mean just because they're not ready now doesn't mean they're not going to be ready at all. It's like everyone has a different development. We can't just go, oh, why? So because he can't play now from the academy means that's his career done. You scrap every single one of the academy players.
So we should never have put Andy Orford and Kit Simons in. We should never have put Matty Taylor in when he was there.
Yeah,
just
what
never play in just don't put an academy player in when you need them. Then no.
What age was that? Matty Taylor came from Luton.
I think you mean Matt Ritchie.
Yeah.
Yeah, what age was that though? Like they still did.
But they were still like 18.
But would have been playing also men's football. We had like reserve teams and under 23 teams back then. Like they weren't just lobbed in from like as a kid.
You've got a player that can play in that position. You stick him in.
What about Luke Nightingale? He was thrown in. He was literally thrown in because we had no strikers and scored 2 goals on his debut.
Connor Chaplin, Adam Webster, Alex Bass.
To be fair, Bass was a bit older though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But he's still come through the academy, right? He might be a bit. He might have been a bit older.
I'm on your side.
Adam May, Ben Close. Well, just don't ever give academy chances. Then fuck it. What's the point? Close the academy. Why bother?
And we knew how well Adam May worked out. Like that's not like sort of.
But he did the job for the interim point, which is the whole point of now.
Yeah, that was at League 2 level. We're talking of like League 2 and
so
like,
what?
So
what? In the Premier
League. What do you mean so what?
Look at Lewis Skelly. Look at
Yeah. The difference is between them.
Look at the 15-year-old is still at school.
Yeah, but they're different level in class.
So what? It's the same concept though.
No, it's not.
It
It's
is.
not.
It
No, it's
is.
not. Because
So
there's different levels
you
to
look
it.
at when, okay, it is an extreme, but Lamine Yamal, Barcelona needed a right winger. They went, there's this 15-year-old kid in the academy. Let's give him a go.
Who's world class, probably.
Yeah,
Like, do you mean?
but
Like,
that's
we haven't
not the
got those
point.
players.
The point is, no, it's not. The point is that they went, we're in desperate need of a right winger. Here's a kid that can do a job. We'll stick him in and see how he does. And he's come on. And yes, okay, it's very unusual that you get a world-class talent in that. But the point is the fact that they gave him a chance. And if they didn't, he could still be in under-18s football now, not doing it.
The
But surely
difference is,
November is the time to do it. I wouldn't want to be doing it in April.
People like Yamal was always going to be playing Barcelona first team. They were all, because like the players that are coming through the academy, players like Messi, when they were coming through the academy and the youth setup, they knew they were going to be playing first team. Like, the difference is with our academy, we haven't got that academy. We're nowhere near that side of the academy to be able to bring those players through.
But give them a chance.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, give them a chance then. But then if they fuck up and we concede, I don't want to hear any moaning from anyone. Like,
no one would be moaning.
Yes, you would.
100%. Yeah, probably annoyingly. We wouldn't moan, but
exactly. So you could ruin a young lad because we want to experiment and we want, we think we have
to.
If you're in, like I said earlier, if you're in football and you can't deal with a bit of criticism from a crowd, then you shouldn't be there.
What, a 17, 18-year-old?
Yeah. That's your future.
All right, okay. Like, I definitely do not agree. And as I said, working with 16, 18-year-olds, like, it's not something that, like, you can just lob some lads might be ready. And as I said,
they're not. You're not. These guys are working they've got scholarships. They're working literally football day in, day out. They're not like a part-time club or whatever. They're in and around it. They're seeing it. They will have been. I can guarantee some of them will have. They will have been trained within the club for media, and they will be training with the first team at points throughout pre-season and potentially even now. They've got the right people around them.
Yeah.
To help them and support them. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to give them a chance. If it doesn't work...
If they're ready, yes.
No, fuck that.
Cool, well done. That's just literally, like, you can literally destroy a kid's fucking, like... But
you give them a go. If it doesn't work, then you go, okay, but otherwise, what are you going to live in fear for the rest of your life going, I don't want to try this because it won't work.
One bad game doesn't make or break a player anyway.
No.
Just because it didn't work out, don't worry, lad. We still believe in you. You know, I think life goes on. He carries on with the academy, gets a loan. It could be the making of him. It could be,
It could be, but it might not be. Like,
football's a
chance.
You don't want to take so you don't want to ever take a chance then on things.
Not right now. Not in the situation.
Why?
No.
But you just said we're not. You just said we're not at panic stations yet. So why can't you take that chance right now?
We're not at panic stations, so we don't need to do that. But at the moment, the feeling around the club and all the pressure that's on, like, at the moment, I don't feel that. But around the club and all that, like, there's been fucking fights in the stand. Like, there's like bad fucking thing going around at the moment. So the best thing to do is not put that pressure on the rest of the side. Like it's not just that left back you have to deal with. Like, that means that the whole setup would have to make sure that if that lad starts crumbling, there's something to fucking deal with. That
he's got experienced players around him. Surrounded. He's got Josh.
So do you think playing at Motherfield in front of maybe, I don't know what, 100 people, then going playing in front of like 20,000 people, like on your back against Millwall as well, who are fucking intimidating? So if you go anywhere near their away fans, they're straight in you. Millwall are going to know that. They're going to target him. Every time the ball's in the air, they'll smash him to bits.
And that's why you've got experienced players around him. You'll have Paul one side, Murphy, Dazzla.
They won't save him. They won't save him from their right winger going straight through him. Like, it doesn't work. Like, it's not like a bodyguard where they can run over and chin one of them.
A back three with them as a left wing back would help them more than just having
definitely.
I'd love it to work, but if the club don't think it's right, I agree, because they will know these players in and out, and it's not just easy just to go, yeah, go on, lad, you can go and play.
I just think they deserve to give it a go.
Okay.
Otherwise,
All right. Well, we'll see Saturday.
now is the time to do it because one, you don't have any left backs anyway. Two, it's November. It's not crunch time. We're still outside of the relegation zone. We're not dead and buried yet. And still, if it didn't work on Saturday, you've still got 29 other games to sort it out. Like, you've got plenty of time. It's not like we've got 5 games left. If we were talking with 5 to 10 games left and we were saying it, I'd completely agree with you. You'd go, no, we need to have the experienced heads in to get us over the line. But right now, with 30 games to go, it's a chance you can take.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see, won't we? I trust the academy and their setup and how they think a player will do. And just because a player isn't ready to play on Saturday doesn't mean you get rid of him. Doesn't mean you get rid of the whole group.
No,
But that's what Stacey's saying.
It's not about them being ready. It's about, like, for me, if you're coming into football, everyone knows what football fans are like. Everyone knows what media is like. Everyone knows what social media is like. If you're 17 and worried about that, what are you doing there? That's from a mental point of view. That's something that you're going to be 24 and worried about that. It doesn't, that part of it should not want it be about. If they generally are not ready, I'm the same as you, Daz. Fine.
Yeah, but do you reckon?
But if it's generally not ready because of their mentality, then I'll be like, well, you should be here in the first place.
Well, it could be a combination of two. It could be the fact that they just don't want to put that much pressure on a young lad like that. Because, like, I am pretty sure if you've got even
a left back be under that much pressure compared to saying, like, shoving a striker up front who's a youngster, that they got the pressure. I don't think left backs have pressure.
So if that's the case, why don't we just play a right-footed?
Because it's just unbalanced. It just looks
okay. But if he's not going to come, if he's not going to come under a load of pressure, it doesn't matter. We can have more experience in there and how to deal with different situations, rather than like having a lad who doesn't know how to deal with certain like scenarios. Basic, and we can all say football's the same. It ain't, because you could, even at the lower levels, the further you step up, it's different. It's faster. It's more physical. It's
exactly. But like, okay. So going back to Yamal, you were talking about, well, ability wise, he was always going to, but they didn't know mentally though.
You're comparing apples to oranges.
He would have stepped off the pitch for the 70,000 fans that could have been on his back.
That's like saying, oh, Rooney, but like it's a different scenario because players are built different. Not all players and lads are built the same. And I'm not just talking about physically. I'm talking about mentally. They're just not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So Yamal, at 15 years old, 16 years old, they wouldn't have had a clue until he was played.
They would have known. They would have known he was ready. They would have known he was ready. That's why they would have put him in.
But they still, the point is, they still took the punt on him.
But for them, that wouldn't have been a punt. That wouldn't, because they would have known.
Of course it is.
Why?
It's still a punt.
Ability and physically, you can tell if a player's ready. I 100% agree with you on that, Daz. But no one knows mentally. Even a player wouldn't know.
He could have. Lamine Yamal could have still gone on there and then just crumbled within minutes.
They would have known he wasn't going to happen like that. Like you're literally talking. Like I'd understand if you were talking about like players at our level, but you're talking about players that are going to be world class. Messi and Yamal, they always knew they were going to be playing.
All right, let's switch it to someone like Bojan then.
Who?
Bojan was given how many? He mentally, ability-wise, they always said he was up there, but he couldn't. Mentally, you don't know until on that pitch. Doesn't matter how good you are.
Yeah, but
physically, or ability.
But their academy set up and the club would have been confident that they could do it. Our academy and our may not be confident that these players can step in right now.
As I said, physically and ability, I trust the club.
Okay.
But I don't think mentally if a player's ready or not.
So if the club say
at any level, League Two, world class, grassroots, whatever, no one knows mentally until it happens.
Fine.
It could make a player, it could break a player.
Yeah.
If Messina comes out and says there's no way an academy player is ready, none of them are ready, physically or ability, I'll be like, okay, fair enough. But if they're saying, oh, not ready because of pressure and stuff like that, I'll be like, well, then you shouldn't be here.
But I didn't say that's just it though. I didn't say it's just pressure. I said it like the point I'm making is it could be the whole thing, could be one, could be the other. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't think it's worth the gamble right now, like to make that decision, especially when we're so close to January as well.
So if come Saturday an academy left back is in the team, is that
Yeah.
would you be like, oh, okay, I trust
I
that.
want it to work. Yeah, if the club think he's ready and they're putting him in there, I'll be
But
like,
they
fair
might get it
play.
wrong.
Fair play, 100%. Like, I want it to work. I want an academy player to be playing 100%.
So isn't
Of
this
course
the
I do.
perfect time to play them?
But if they're ready,
Yeah. So let's say they're ready,
But that's literally what I've said.
physically and ability.
That's what I've
Let's
said all
forget
along.
mentality. Physically and ability, they're ready. Would you play him on Saturday?
If they're ready, yeah. Why not? But that's what I've said. I've said I'd love to play him, but I trust the academy and the club. And if he's not playing, I don't want it to be like, oh, well, get rid of the academy then. There's no point. Sack them all off. Like, if they're not ready now, there's not ready at all. Like, and when we're sort of comparing other world-class players, I think it's comparing apples with oranges. And
not mentally, it doesn't matter. You could be the best. Like I said, Bojan.
But
Was supposed
they're
to
going to be.
and it didn't happen.
It's different in the levels of ability, but they're comparable into where they are. Obviously, the talent of Bukayo Saka and Arsenal and Lamine Yamal at Barca are clearly way above what we are. But in respective of to where those clubs at compared to their academy players are, it's more similar to where we are. That's the comparison, not the fact that we've got Lamine Yamal in the academy.
I would say the difference, like as in the gap difference between Barcelona's like the top end academies and the top end clubs, their academies to their first team is 10 times smaller than our academy because we haven't had the proper investment and we probably haven't got the best scouting system. Our academy system from our first team is so much wider than it is, and I'm talking about on like looking at levels, not comparing it like us to Barcelona, like just comparing the difference between Barcelona's like youth team. Like I reckon if you went and got Barcelona's academy, they're under 18s, I reckon at least half of them would be more than comfortable stepping on that pitch and physically and things like that and play for Pompey. Then like we might have one player in the academy right now that physically can make that step. That is it Sanger, that forward? Like he looks physically like he can step in, and he showed it in that Reading game. But we just don't know about the others. I mean, I don't know about the others. That's why.
Well, we had an academy player on the bench.
Ashton Sizer.
He was never going to get on. That's the thing. But sitting on the bench, like you'd need everyone to like get hit by lightning probably for him to come on.
Of course, but right,
or us be 4-5 0 up.
I'm not comparing Barcelona's academy, Arsenal's academy to ours in terms of ability and technique and stuff like that. For me, mentality is no different anywhere. It can make or break you anywhere. I'm not saying Yamal mentality is obviously fantastic, but they wouldn't have known that before they put him on the pitch. They wouldn't.
There's a saying, like, in it, like when you're training for boxing, it's like everyone's like a good boxer until they take the first punch to the head.
Exactly. And also, some players have horrendous days.
But that's it. Like some of these players can, like young lads, can be like so ridiculously confident, especially like on surface level. We don't know what's going on in their head or not. On surface level, they can be really confident, and then once they walk out there in front of 20-odd thousand people with like one mistake, and they've got like, and don't forget, our stands are very close to our pitch, so it's not like they can't hear what's going on. And then, like, it can just get in someone's head. Whether it does happen or not is another thing. But again, for me, it's not about not just about mentality. It's about the physical and being good enough to step up. Are they good enough? I don't know. I would love them to play. As I said, if John Messina is confident that lad's going to do a decent job for us at left back, play him then. No problem.
I think you're just too cautious, Daz.
I just worry because I've been involved with 16s, 18s in development, and I know what it's like, what these lads are like at that age. Okay, like, I mean, again, different level, but I've also coached a lad who now plays for Burton's first team. Like, so I kind of like
if you put that on your CV?
No, don't do that. But I help coach him.
I would.
I help coach
straight on. That would be first thing on. Hi, my name is Darren Nicholson. I coach someone who now plays for Burton Albion.
Well, I was part of the coaching team when, like, a lad called JJ McKinnon, who was at Lincoln City the other season, but I've been around young players and players that have been playing at a high level and some that haven't, and you've got a whole group and the majority of them are all at decent enough standard, but some do make it, some don't, and that's not because of they're a letdown or anything like that. It's just because of some players do go on and achieve, and some players don't. Because
Well, the majority
especially
don't,
17,
don't
18,
they?
you're
If you
still
think
growing.
about it, no one has 23 players come through an academy, do they, in one season? So, on the whole, most players don't make it, do they?
And even if it's just for now, it only has to be for 4 or 5 games, or even I think you just try it for a game, and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, at least you've tried it. And if you have to go back to, playing Jordan Williams or Zach Swanson there, or if you go to a back four, you can play Bowat there or something. I think you just give it a go.
Would you be up for maybe bringing them on for the last half hour?
Irrespective of the scoreline, yeah.
Yeah. And
Because then you can see, get them some minutes as well. Maybe that's what maybe you look at.
But would you do it 1-0 up for the last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Against Cleveland?
I would give them half hour, no matter what the score is. Just 30 minutes, you're guaranteed.
The problem is John Messino probably knows that. And if the club say to him, if you put them on, this will not affect you. We won't sack you or anything like that. You probably would, but in professional football, especially at that level, he's thinking, well, this is going to be my job. Do I put the chance of me winning and succeeding and having a job because of a 17, 18-year-old who I don't know who's going to do anything? At least with Jordan Williams, okay, hasn't worked with everything, but you know what you're getting from him.
Messino is not going to be getting sacked because he plays a 17-year-old at left back.
Well,
he is nowhere near getting the sack.
Might do if you lose.
No,
You're a very cautious person, Daz.
Well, don't forget, we gave him till Christmas, so he's got like 2 months. Well, not even 2 months now, under 2 months, a month and a bit. And if he doesn't pick up results, then he's going to be under more pressure, isn't he? So is he going to take the gamble?
I would respect him for trying it. I really would.
Yeah, but that respect won't pay his wages, will it? If he gets to Christmas and he's fucked it and he gets sacked.
But we said we would give him to Christmas. We don't know if the club would.
Well, yeah, that's it.
The end of the season.
I just don't trust. I think football fans are ridiculously fickle. They always want an academy player coming through, which we all do. But I mean, look at Chaplin. When he came through, we did for a couple of seasons, everyone buzzed off him, and then a majority of fans couldn't wait to show him the door. And then all of a sudden, once he started playing well, everyone's like, "Oh, why did we let go of him?" It's because the majority of you gave him shit while he was here.
I don't remember that. I don't ever remember anyone giving him shit.
No one cared that he left. No one.
I did. I fucking fumed.
Majority of fans did not give 2 shits that he went.
They did. That's rubbish.
It was the start.
They didn't, because we were top of the league for the majority of that first season.
I fucking hate Jacket. That. It literally was I couldn't understand why he wasn't playing him through the season before, and then
another player that Jacket ruined.
Yeah, and then when I couldn't believe we got rid of him. I didn't mind the loan out at first. If I remember right, we loaned him out. It was annoying, but okay, fine. But then to sell him in January, I think at that point we were in the sticky spot and all, if I remember rightly.
But that's the thing. We were top of, for that first season that he was gone. We were top of the league at least until Christmas, and I didn't hear anyone clambering for getting back. And that's the thing with football.
I remember people always looking out for him.
Yeah, you do. You still look out for academy players, but I don't think the majority of fans didn't give 2 shits. I didn't see loads of uproar that he'd gone. Okay, there obviously will always be.
I agree with you on that. I don't remember being any uproar, but I don't remember fans slating him either. I don't remember that.
Go and finishing off. We'll finish off on this. We've been going for half an hour.
And because I've won, so that's fine.
You haven't.
No, I can't have that. Anyway,
I'll call it a draw. I'll call it a draw.
Winner
opinion.
I just think. I've completely lost my train of thought now. I was just going to say, I'm not saying that an academy left back is necessarily a solution for long term, but just personally for me, I would rather have a left-footed player who is an actual left back or left wing back in that position over another player. Like attacking wise, finally we can have not square pegs in round holes. We've got players that play in the correct position, and we've got the right formation, either with the 3 at the back or the 4. Going back to the 4-2-3-1, we've got players that fit the right place. And if you've got a player that you can play there, just do that until January or for a couple of games. Even if you rotated him in and out with Williams or with Swanson, rather than just to give you something different.
I'm with you, Haz. I understand Daz's point of view.
The last thing for me, the player I want playing a left back or left wing back, or whatever, is the player that Messino thinks is going to get us the result, and that is
A left back's not going to get you a result.
No, but as a whole thing, I want him to pick the goalkeeper, left back, centre back, right back.
But what if he
every
doesn't
single
actually
player. I
want
want
any
him
of
to
them playing
pick.
left back?
I want him to pick every single player that he thinks is going to get us the result, because like with football nowadays, it's not just the fact of like you take one, like especially in the Championship, you have one weak link, and these clubs can make the most of it. So I want him to pick the 11 that he thinks is going to win him the game. So whether that is the academy player, fair play. Unless it's Jordan Williams, fair play. Even if he plays Alan Knight left back, if he thinks that's going to win us the game, like do whatever you want. But I want him to pick the team that he thinks is going to get in the right result.
I would just be disappointed if one of the 2 academy left backs aren't at least on the bench over the next week, because you've got 3 matches coming up within 7 days, and I'd be very disappointed if at least one of them weren't involved.
Will you be disappointed if we come out of these next 3 games and we've got like 6 to 9 points though, and there's no academy left back?
You can be happy that we've won 9 points, but I could still be disappointed the fact that we haven't given someone a chance.
Yeah, I couldn't give 2 shits. I think at the moment it's just about results. I couldn't care less if there's like the whole benches of the academy players. Like I just want us to get out of this sticky situation, and then after that, if we're in a really good place, then fair play. But for me, it's about getting out of the rut we're in at the moment.
Then playing academy left back. Right, moving on.
No.
Right, Milwall on Saturday at Fratton Park. Some good news. We have Schmid, Seggers and Lang back in contention. Feels like 3 new signings.
Yeah, who are they?
Surely there's, you like to think there's, Schmid would start, I would imagine. Boys, what do you think?
Can one of them play left back? All right.
No, I think we 37 minutes on the left back. I think we can.
Yeah, no, I think Schmid out of all the ones starts. It wouldn't surprise me if we see either Segatic or
I think Lang starts
on the right hand side.
The way he was talking, like, you know what? There's no point in holding Lang back. He's just a ball in a china shop.
But this also his hamstring, isn't it? Is the issue?
Oh, you've been too cautious. We've been too cautious here.
Yeah, because this is it. Oh, shut up! This is an injury. This is completely different.
I know Daz ain't playing the darts, but his nickname should be the Cautious.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just go 10.
Yeah.
It's different to playing a left back, isn't it? Right? When he actually tore his hamstring, didn't he? Because he had to have surgery.
Yeah.
So. I think you're more likely to have Segatic start just because his injury wasn't as bad. I don't think you actually start either of them. I think Nico starts.
Yeah, different for goalies. He doesn't make time.
Well, you've seen him dive around, saving with both hands on that training video. He didn't look like this.
Down. I never saw a minute of it.
I watched it 5 times.
They put another one up of Schmid just doing saves.
Oh, they are. See the
he's grown his hair longer, so him and Ben Killip now have exactly the same hair, so they're even more twinning than they were before. I think Nico comes in. For me, you stick with the back 3 or back 5.
But with a academy left back, yeah.
with an academy left wing back.
Let's just play the academy team. Let's just do that.
But for me, you stick with that back 3 or 5-3-4-3 with Chaplin and Murphy as the kind of inside forwards to start with. Depending on the game situation, seeing how the game plays out.
Who's your two centre mids?
Leroux and Dazzla. Because you can't play Pack and Dazzla. Because how many times have we had this conversation that it's nothing against Pack, it's more of his age that Dazzla's game is affected too much by doing the running of at least two players when he plays with him and Swift, especially when Swift's in there as well.
Dazzla plays better when Swift's next to him.
I think you play Leroux. And then, so you play the back three, and then if you can, or when you bring on Lang and Segatic, then potentially you can change to that 4-2-3-1 because again we have more players that fit that if needed. Would you guys change the formation, or would you stick with the three? Or
I think until Shotnessy comes back, I think I'd stick with the three at the back.
So not until the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, because I think that is probably the best way to deal with that Ivanovic. Is it Ivanovic that you say it?
Yeah.
But the problem is we're going to have to we need not that him and Kiefer Moore are the same kind of player, but we need a Kiefer Moore defensive setup and performance rather than the lad against Hull. So I'd stay with the back three.
But I mean, if we get ripped apart again, like we did against Hull, then it's like, well, what do? We got ripped apart with four back, with Bow at left back. Then we got ripped apart against Hull. Is it an away issue? Is it, or is it just without Shotnessy, we've just been found out?
Play six at the back.
Yeah. Right. So
have someone as a sweeper behind the back five.
Yeah. Like the old day. Jesus, you're going right back there.
Yeah, I know.
Daz, is anything different you do other than you would have Williams left back, as we know? Anything different? Would you have pretty much the same team? And what about the striker? People still want Kirk over Bishop.
No, I think if we can, no, I'd stay with Bishop for now, unless we come up with a formation that we can get Kirk on with Bishop and he plays higher. But I think I would bring in Schmid and then probably, as you said, Segatic at right mid.
You start him, yeah, over Chaplin.
Yeah, well, it's 3-4-3, isn't it? That's what he wants to do with it. It always gets so confused when we mix it up.
If you're sticking with the formation we played the last two, are you playing Chaplin or Segers?
I would like to say Segatic, but I think he'll go with Chaplin.
And then Bishop up top, yeah?
Yeah.
Leroux and...
Yeah, I'd give Leroux another chance. I know he didn't play particularly well against Hull.
But most of them didn't, to be fair.
Yeah, I'd give him another chance, whether or not he does get another chance.
When it's a shitty team performance, I try not to pick on players, but it wasn't like we played well and he was a letdown.
No, I think the thing was he wanted to bring on. Needed to get on Pack. He needed an experienced head. Like Dazzla was experienced. Don't get me wrong, but Pack obviously is a bit more towards the end of his career. So you hope someone like him goes on and organises it a bit, and maybe that's why the majority of the second half was boring because of Pack maybe organised it a bit better. But obviously, I don't know. I think I would have Leroux and Dazzla ideally, but.
Don't forget, we don't need to be rushing back the likes of Segatic and Lang. You've got, again, as I said, you've got 3 games in 7 days.
Yeah.
So you've got, if you can get maybe half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour on Saturday, maybe the same again, or one of them can start, or 45 each on Wednesday night. And then maybe one of them's available to start on the following Saturday against Bristol City. It's about kind of building it up, isn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't be shocked if we start, as we just said, Chaplin, blah, blah, blah. And then they bring Williams off, if assuming he's the left back or the academy player, and then someone like Seggers comes on, and we go back to the 4-2-3-1, and Seggers is all suddenly on the right wing, or Chapman's on the right wing, and Seggers is behind the striker.
One thing we can guarantee is the right back will get subbed for another right back.
It's almost like I feel like this. I wish you could bet on subs, because I just would put as much money as I can on our right back being subbed and just make a fortune every week.
Yeah.
Would you have Bishop or Kirk?
Bishop.
Still stick with Bishop. Yeah.
All day.
All day long. Right. So before our predictions, can we have our stats for Millwall, please?
We can indeed. So, obviously we've lost 4 out of the last 5 with 1 draw. They have won 2, drawn 2 and lost 1. They also lost 4-0 at St Andrews, the game after us. Last time out they drew 1-1 against Preston. They currently sit just inside the playoffs in 6th on 25 points, 7 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses. Sitting 6th, I'll say that, with a minus goal difference, which is unusual. We haven't lost to Milwall.
Didn't they get stuffed early on in the season?
I believe so.
Didn't they get beat 6-0 or something like that?
Let me just have a quick look if it actually loads.
And then they got stuffed to Birmingham as well.
They lost, so they lost 4-0 to Coventry, and they lost 3-0 to Middlesbrough as well.
The sort of team, if you can beat them, they seem to.
Then they don't seem to be great at. If you can get 1 or 2 up, you're probably going to win. Saying that, Millwall haven't lost to us in the last 7 meetings. They've won 6 and drawn 1. They've scored 6 goals in the last 5. We've only scored 3.
So when was our last win then? It went to 5-0, was it?
Our last win against Millwall.
We've beaten 1-0 away, didn't we?
That was our last win.
Yeah, Greg Halford penalty, wasn't it?
Was it Liam Lawrence penalty?
It would have been Liam Lawrence.
It was Liam Lawrence, yeah.
Because I remember that, because basically I was at work the next day and I didn't even realise we had been playing on the Tuesday. I saw on the paper we won.
Scummer.
Exactly, I was down at St Mary's.
Part-time fan.
Yes.
So going to our predictions.
Hang on, did you say what referee we got and what cards he gives?
Shit, I haven't done that.
They're either yellow or red, usually.
I'd like to know if they're card friendly for my bet builder.
Right, you two just waffle a minute and I'll...
Right, I think at left back.
Flew by, to be fair. I was having lots of fun.
The referee is Michael Salisbury, so it's another Select 1 referee. That's the 3rd in a row we've had, actually.
Doesn't mean a lot.
It doesn't mean too much, no. So he's only ref 2 championship games this season, which was Stoke, Birmingham, Sheffield United derby. Most of them had been in the Premier League. The lowest he's given is 1 card, but then it's 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 5.
Oh, he's worth 4+.
And then, if we can find Pompey, fucking adverts, go away. I wonder if he's actually refed us before. He must have done, I'm sure he has. We'll get your predictions while I do this.
Alright, go on then, Daz. You go first.
Obviously, because we all keep predicting that we're going to win and we keep losing, nothing has changed in the predictions table either.
No. I just want to get the goal scorer right.
Yeah. I'm going to go... I'm just going to... Do you know what? I'm going to be very positive. We're going to be very positive. I think we're going to be 2-0, and I think Bish is going to get one.
All right. Haz?
Oh, God. Do I go positive or do I go what I think will happen?
You need the points.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 loss.
Oh.
Can I go for an opposition player to score or not?
Only if you made it 2-0 to us. If you've given us a goal, you have to go for a Pompey goal.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go... we'll go Segacic. and he'll come off the bench and get one back.
He's taking a risk.
What was the goal scorer you said, Daz?
Bish.
Well, I'm going. So we're all going to have different outcome here. I'm going a 1-1 draw, and I'm going Murphy to score.
And that's the thing. I am kind of, I've got in my head a draw, just because I don't know. I don't think it was going to be open and free flowing, but just hope that, because we need a reaction after Hull, and it's probably a good thing we've had these 2 weeks to get everyone together, players coming back. So I just hope there's like real big positive feeling around the club.
So Michael Salisbury's refed us 5 times. Not since the 2021 season. He refed us 2 losses, 2 wins and a draw. Last time out was a 2-0 away win against Hull.
Very nice. Right. Sheffield United then, boys.
Sheffield United.
Not a good place to visit. I don't even know if we've ever won. No, I think we won once in my lifetime there.
We should have won there last year.
Yeah, so at least got a point. I think last time we won there might have been in the Premier League. I think the Gary O'Neill school. That vaguely. I think that's the only time I've ever known us do anything at Bramwell Lane.
Yeah, it's not been a happy hunting ground for us there, is it?
It certainly hasn't. But this is sort of a game where maybe you bring like a Lang in for that sort of away day sort of performance.
Murphy had the run of the game last season, didn't he?
Murphy tore him apart. Yeah.
That was when Ogilvy scored at the front post, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we should have been 2 or 3 up. I think did we hit the bar as well or something like that? Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It was one of them. And did Lang miss an open goal as well? If I remember rightly.
Someone did, yeah.
Came out to and we just thought goal and then he somehow put it wide. But yeah, it should have been 3-0 up at half time and threw away in the last minute. Typical Pompey.
Up the Blues.
Right. Has Sheffield United stats then? Go on.
Yeah, so they have had 3 defeats, a draw and a win in their last 5. The last win was against Blackburn, 3-1. Obviously, they are below us at the minute. We've had 4 more draws than they have. They've had 11 defeats. They're on 10 points in 22nd place. They've scored 7 in the last 5 compared to our 3. And Gustav Hamer has created the most big chances for them. He's obviously always been a threat. He's apparently back from injury for this game. You've also got the fact that they've also signed Patrick Bamford on a free. So they've got a new striker, so you'll have to watch out for him as well. The referee is Lee Doughty, is not a Select 1 referee, so that streak comes to an end. He's refed 6 Championship, 2 League 1 and 2 League 2 games so far. And 2 in the League Cup, so that's 12 games, 49 yellow cards. Wow. That is very high. The lowest he's given is 2. You've got 3, 9, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6.
He's worth a gamble on a 6+.
He is a card-happy referee.
And we're quite a card-happy team and all, so.
We are. He has also refed us 5 times, the same as Michael Salisbury. However, not as good as results. He refed us twice last season. Our 3-0 home defeat to West Brom and also our 1-1 draw away to Sheffield Wednesday.
Neither game. I don't think he done anything wrong in them games.
No. He refed our 1-0 win against Carlisle at home when we won League 1. Then you're going back to 2019 when we lost 3-1 away to MK Dons. Fun.
Yeah, I think all of them, I don't remember thinking the ref had a bad game, so should be all right. Now I've said that, I've done a Daz now and it'll be the most blatant penalty not given or something like
that. He'll give it to them from the other end of the pitch.
Yeah. Right. Daz, you went first last time. Haz?
I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for another 2-1 away victory, this time in Pompey's favour. I think we can do it. I believe we'll get a win, and we'll have Segacic and Lang hopefully a better fitness than the previous game. And I'm actually going to go for Halom Lang as the goal scorer.
No, you nicked my goal scorer. Daz?
It's one of these things, isn't it? When you say, "Oh, it's a good time to play certain teams," like at some point that has to turn around. Like they have to pick up a result. It's the same with us at the moment. Millwall probably going to come down Pompey and think, "Oh, it's a good time to play," and they're not playing well. But at some point, you'd like to think we turn it around, and it could be against anyone. I think we are going to get a draw up there. I think 1-1, and I'm going to go with Murphy.
Cool. Well, I'm going to go 1-1 again. I was going to go Lang. So I'm going to go Bishop. Fuck it.
There we go.
Right. Let's move on to Dazzla's darts.
Oh, lovely. So, I didn't get round, not because I didn't get round because I didn't want to, but our work situation is, our printers are really bad. So I'm going to be doing it on the computer again. But yeah, we all know the rules.
Where's the intro?
Hold on.
Did we get copy straight for that?
Huh? Well,
Not yet.
You might get another copy strike. But
costing
yeah,
us like a few pence here. What are you doing?
hold on.
That's the wrong sport, Daz.
Never let them know your next move, is the saying. So it's Dazzla's 501.
What the fuck was that?
That was from snooker.
Exactly. Never let them know your next move.
I think sometimes you don't even know your next move.
I do.
Da.
But my missus was like, "Why are you going to play that?" I was like, "Just for funnies." So anyway, so we got Dazzla's 501. This week is going to be based, as we're back from international duty, which is a nice little result. We're going to go Portsmouth all-time appearances. So again, 180 is the highest score you can do each round. Obviously, unless you're below 180 for a checkout. And I'm not doing it by actual dart scores because again, I can't remember what they are, and I don't really care. So we're going to do it that way. Okay.
And we can go over -10, can't we?
Yeah. So you got -10 that's the thing. Obviously, if you check out completely, then what I do is that if you check out completely and finish on 0, you've won straight away because that's pretty impressive. But obviously, say has -8, then Russ has a chance to come back and see if he can get under -8. Who wants to go first?
I'll let Russ go first as I went first last week.
Okay.
Have you got your nickname yet?
Bondage.
I thought you were going to call yourself Squared. What was it?
The left back.
Say Squared peg round squared
The
holes.
left
Whatever.
Or we'll go 008.
008.
Okay.
Because I'm not quite as in shape as 007.
I love it.
That's quite good, actually. Okay.
Right. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, it's
Thank you, Michael Buffer.
You're very welcome. Well, I had his brother on last week, so obviously Bruce had a little word and he wanted to get involved. So, so who's going first?
me. I'm going first.
He's forgotten already. Such an old man.
Because I'm too busy clicking buttons.
Right. It's all-time appearances, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So what is 180? How many seasons is that roughly?
Well, say they make 30 appearances a season.
You'd like to think they made more than that, wouldn't you?
Depends though. Depends how far you're going back. If you go back to like when we have like Papa
I'm
John's
gonna,
and stuff, they could be making over 50 appearances
I've
a
got a
year.
feeling this player might have made more than 180, but I like to start off with a high. So I'm going to go Matty Taylor.
Oh,
Right, let's have a look. Matty Taylor, born in 1981. He's made 178.
you
Great score.
fucking hell.
And if we're playing darts, that would be not a score.
But I don't care. So here we go. Haz, you're up.
Ah, you jammy bastard.
Haz to thrown it.
Oh, let's go someone else around that era. We'll go Gary O'Neill.
Or you think he's the, or
That's going to
he made
be
his debut in the 2000s. Like
Gary
literally
O'Neill,
2000.
nearly a scummer.
Apparently.
He made 174.
Oh,
Oh, good start from
Very
both
good
of
work.
us.
Very
so
good.
what does that put me on, Daz?
You're free on 327. Russ is on 323.
Right. I'm going to go for Nigel Quasi.
Oh, it was a scummer. Nigel Quashie, Scottish footballer. Never knew he was Scottish.
Yeah. I guessed him last week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember the player changed nationality to Scottish?
Nigel Quashie, 148.
Decent score.
Yeah, take that.
That puts you on 175. Quick going through this one. Haz.
Peter Crouch.
Oh, I'm going to have to add up to both, unless it just tells me all in one go. Peter Crouch.
Look, about 80 odds, 90.
I was just thinking over two kind of spells. He,
40. He would have played pretty much every game in Division 1, plus the Premier League, and then UEFA Cup. So, yeah. 90.
75.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
that's a lot lower than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
What's that putting me on, Daz?
252. Russ, you acquire 175.
Right. Dejan Stevanovic.
Ooh. How long was he with us? What? 2, 3 seasons? No, 3, 4 seasons? He went to Fulham after that, didn't he?
I'd say three proper seasons, then one he was like in and out.
Yeah. 112.
Take that. What does that leave me on?
That leaves you on 63.
Okay. Yep.
As.
Let's go JMO.
Oh, that's
Good shout.
That's going to be a good shout. David James.
That is a good shout.
English soccer goalkeeper. 134. Oh, you leaves you on 118.
So what have I got?
63. You acquire 63. Oh.
Shocknessy.
Ooh. Don't know if any of you guys have listened to the podcast he did with Mr. Andrew Moon. It was a good one.
It
No,
was. I listened to that today.
not got round to it.
Have a little listen if you can. 51.
What does that leave me on?
Leaves you on 12. Haz, you acquire 118. I haven't had a chance to do the 118.
You've been waiting a while for that.
All right, yeah. Might just have to make it up.
118. Carnu?
I was gonna spell his first name then, but I thought.
Linguico.
Is it Nwanko?
And Wankwo, yeah.
You said that, not me.
Nwanko.
That's why everyone just called him Carnu, wasn't
Yeah. Sorry, it's 143. You've gone bust.
Oh, God. I suppose he was here a while, really. He was still with us in the Championship, wasn't he?
He was here for 6 years.
12, yeah?
12, yes.
Josh Knight.
Oh, is that going to be as high as that? Maybe
Not
10? Not even over 10, is
Yeah,
it?
I'll be happy with like 2. I could probably think of someone.
8.
True.
8.
Okay, 4. I could probably
Leaves
do
on
it.
4. Haz, you acquire 118.
Colby Bishop.
Shout.
I'll spell it Golby Bishop. Colby Bishop.
I'm saying that though, he missed out with like half of last season, but a fair bit.
He's still got like 3.5 seasons though.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bust again. 127.
Oh, blimey, Jesus.
Fucking hell.
4, yeah?
Russ, you acquire 4.
Ben Killett.
He played 2 at the end of last season.
Yeah, and probably about 3. I'm both on like -1 or 2 here.
Yeah.
And you have to shoot out on 100 odds. Is that bang on?
Bang on.
He's played more than 4, hasn't he?
Says 4 on here.
Well, I need a VAR check on that, and it's my fucking go.
Hang on, I'm not. He's got to have made more than that.
No, he ain't. 2 last season. He came on against Scum.
Yeah, I just Wikipedia'd it. And it says 4 here. He scored no goals either, though, which is horrendous.
And then he played against Sheffield Wednesday, so that would be right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm just going off Wikipedia, so it could be anything.
I was thinking 5 or 6, but yeah, no, it would. 2 last season. Scum, Sheffield. Oh, saying that, did he play against? He played against Reading. That's 5.
Oh, he did play against Reading.
Okay, right. So we'll do this. -1.
Yep.
As you need to hit 118. Come on, can you do it?
Go on, Az. In a way, I actually kind of want you to do it.
I'm not going to do it, am I?
Even though your opinions are horrendous on left backs, I actually hope you get this one. I actually hope you get this.
118, right?
Okay.
Let's think about this.
Me and my mate dressed up as the 118 guys one Halloween.
So it's just under 3 seasons if they played a lot of games in like League 1, League 2, isn't it? Or even Championship. Thinking about it, they're all 46, aren't they?
Jamal Lowe.
Oh, shout! I like it.
Jamal Lowe. Let's have a look. Born 21st of July 1994, if you're wondering.
No.
103, I'm unfortunate to say. That's what it says here.
Good shout, though. Good shout.
103. That's not bad. So that would have left you on
15.
Would it?
Yeah.
I'm just.
Maybe better at maths.
I think
I'm ambidextrous, so you're very good at maths.
you need to find a better thing than Wikipedia because I don't think that's accurate.
Well,
yeah, you need to go on Transfer Market.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, let me see what Transfer Market had to say about Ben Killett then, shall we?
So, yeah, transfer marked. And then...
Transfer Market... 2... Well, it says 3 here, this season.
Yeah,
what, for Ben Killett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
2
Reading,
appearances
Scum,
in the league.
Sheffield Wednesday.
And 1 in the EFL Cup.
Yeah.
And then obviously last season was
the last 2
2
games. Yeah. Yeah, so 5.
There you go then.
Yeah, Transfer Market is probably a better place to go than Wikipedia, to be fair.
I was just trying to be quick. That's what she said.
Right. Taskmaster time then. I'm assuming we're only doing it, or are we doing it like best of 3, or is it just 1?
Just 1.
Just one.
Yeah,
So I'm 2-0 up on this then, aren't I? That's keeping score.
I'm not actually keeping score, no.
It
I
is
am.
2-0 to you, yeah.
Right, Taskmaster then, boys. So, a few weeks ago, I don't know if you remember, it was my favourite Taskmaster yet, of getting the subject and making you both argue about it, even if you didn't agree with yourself. We're going to do it again. Hooray. So, again, before I give you a subject, I need you both to agree who's for it and who's against it.
Hang on a minute. I'd just like to say, transfer marks say that Jamal Lowe's made 119 appearances.
Oh, so you bust. Unlucky, mate.
Yeah, I'm on -1, the same as you.
Oh, yeah, there you go. But it's too late now.
How is that so wrong? That's the problem.
So I say I'll let it go this week without throwing my toys at the pram. But Daz, from next week, you need to use transfer marks. I'd say that's more accurate.
I'll use whatever I fucking want to use, mate.
Right, so before we start, who's going to be for and who's going to be against?
Daz, you can pick, mate.
I'll go against.
Right, how's your for? So,
Oh, God, here we go.
the question is, Brett Pittman was a better striker than Colby Bishop.
Oh, okay.
Right, and this time though, you get a minute each to say your bit, and then I want you to go at each other. All right?
We already have.
Yeah.
Again, I want to hear it again. So, you believe Brett Pittman is better than Colby Bishop? Why? Starting now.
Colby Bishop hasn't scored a goal by breaking his nose to start off with. Show some dedication for the shirt. He hasn't scored as many goals in League One as Brett Pittman did in a single season. Pittman scored 26. Colby only got 22, 21, 22.
I think it's 22.
Brett Pittman's also played in the Championship many more times and played for Ipswich and Bournemouth and helped them get promoted to the Premier League, whereas Colby Bishop has failed to do that. He's not as good. Brett Pittman is just the best, and Brett Pittman sprinted, and without that, we wouldn't have won the EFL trophy.
Brilliant. Right. Daz, why is Bishop better than Pittman?
Well, Bishop is an all-round striker. He's good in the air, good with the ball at his feet, can do literally everything, hold off defenders, as well as getting beyond them. Doesn't break into a sprint too many times, but as we saw against Leeds, went past the Leeds centre-back and tucked it in nicely. So he can do it, no problem whatsoever. I don't think there's any other players that have come back from heart surgery, had a debut, and then come on and scored. What was I going to say? His first name sounds like Goal because it's Colby Bishop, so it sounds like Colby Bishop. So that's good. His haircut, he looks like a little monk, so that's nice. And and also Bishop does piss off a certain amount of the fan base, and it's the right certain amount of the fan base, so it's quite nice.
Oh, bang on! That was bang on 60 minutes.
Lovely.
60 seconds. Sorry. Right now, go for it.
Right. First of all, Haz. He didn't score with his broken nose because he got kicked in the face, and he actually headed it, and he'd scored, and then he got kicked in the face. So it doesn't count that he scored with a broken nose.
Well, I don't really care. He broke his nose, didn't he?
And also, if that was Bishop, he wouldn't have broke his nose because he's so fucking hard.
All right, chill out. do you have him on a poster in your wall wank or something? Pittman could do everything. He could do what Colby is, which is be a tapping merchant, or he could do what he did against Fleetwood and score absolute wonder goals from outside at the edge of the box and curl it into the far corner.
Yeah, but he didn't mean that.
Of course he did.
No, he's putting out because someone was injured. but like it took a little like bobble and it just went in the top corner.
Yeah.
You could see on his face how surprised he was it went in, and he wheeled away, and it's just like, wow, if that was Bishop, he would have done a bicycle kick from that range.
Yeah, Bishop doesn't know how to do that. He's a tapping merchant.
But a beautiful tap-in merchant at that. And he hasn't got, like, I mean, if you look at, I mean, we're going to talk about hairlines because I'm an expert at this. If you look at Bishop's hairline compared to Bishop's, Pittman's hairline compared to Bishop's, it's not even comparable.
That's because he's had to have the carrying of weight of Ipswich and Bournemouth on his shoulders for like 10 years before he came here.
Yeah,
And also,
Colin
he
Bishop
had to
carry
play.
Dane Scarlett.
He had to play under the dinosaur of Kenny Jackett. That the amount of stress that bloke did, he carried us that season.
But also Bishop had to start with underneath the pressure of the iPad master Danny Cowley,
Which is a lot better and easier to
Nicky
play
Gull.
under.
Yeah,
and it's easier to play under than a dinosaur.
Yeah, but it's not when you're looking at the iPad and they're playing like fucking Worm on it.
Right, I'm going to call it there, lads. I'm going to call it there. Right. I think what tipped it for me was the use of Haz being able to bring in that he's been better and played more in the Championship than Bishop. So for that, Haz, you win the first round.
So it wasn't the fact that I said that about the fact that he sprinted at Wembley.
Well, and that. Bishop's never
So
even,
the
never been
hairline doesn't come into the thinking at all in this, no?
No,
at least I know the rules now.
That's a you issue.
At least I know the rules now.
That's a you problem, Daz.
It's been
right.
a while.
Who wants to go for or against this time?
I was for that one, was I?
Yeah.
I'll go against this time.
Okay, right. So this one is, we're going to go on it again.
Oh no.
On Saturday, Pompey should play a academy left back.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And we just had that.
Yeah, but we're now on the opposite sides.
Oh, bollocks.
I was waiting for it to be on the opposite
Just realised
side.
that.
Right, you both got to convince me now. Daz,
Okay.
you can go first this time.
Oh, bloody hell.
For why we should start a left back from the academy on Saturday. Go.
Well, square pegs and round holes if we're going to be playing like the likes of Williams at left back. There's absolutely no point. We're going to have a young, youthful player. They're definitely going to be ready to play. Like the academy, is top notch. So we're going to have these young players that are ready to step in, no problem whatsoever. Physically, they're going to be ready. Mentally, they're going to be ready. It's literally like putting your Mao in at left back, or even Rooney or Bojan. It's literally the same. So what we can do is just put them in because we know that our academy is top level. We produce player after player after player, and you put him in at left back, and you'll never have to start another experienced right back at left back ever again.
Right. Haz, why should we not play an academy left back?
As a famous man once said, you can't win anything with kids. So why would you play a kid that has only played for Moneyfields? No offence to Moneyfields, but they are nothing compared to the Championship level. You know, it's so vast. He's not going to be ready. You've got the experience of Kieran Trippier that can play left back, or Zach Swanson. Or you've even got Iban Bower that can play left back as well. You've got a left footer there just in case. You go for the experience over the youth. He might fit. But why not have another square peg in a round hole? We've done it for so many more months. It's about having the experience, and if we can have Kieran Trippier playing like Cafu again, then we saw what he did against Wrexham. He's got the ability to play on that side. Get him in the team. These kids aren't ready yet. They're not made for it. They ain't got the minerals. It's not the right time of year either.
Right. Go for it. Go at each other.
I mean, do we have to? We've already been through it. Can we just call it there and you decide?
But
no,
why? Why?
You've got to convince me, Haz.
I mean, I'm more than happy to take the chance. Why won't we just give it the chance? Do you mean
because you don't know if you don't know if they're ready or not.
But yeah, but if they don't play him, you don't know if they're ready or not.
But they might not be mentally ready or physically ready.
Well, if they're not ready, then scrap them, scrap the whole academy system. Like, that's no point. Just get rid of everyone. Get your under 9s, under 8s. Just scrap them. Just tell them to fuck off. Tell them we don't want you anymore. Because if they're not ready at under 12s and then they're not ready to step into the first team, then they'll never be ready. Look at Yamal. Yamal stepped up. Like, okay, he's an average footballer, but they still brought him in. They didn't know if he was ready or not, but they still put him in. So why not? Why not use that player? What do you mean? Moneyfields is like, it's literally the same. It's barely even a step up from playing left back for Moneyfields than playing left back against top end championship players. It's literally the same. So I don't understand. We don't take the gamble. And I tell you what, in a couple of games, doesn't work out. John Messino's lost his job, but who cares? Because we've given it a go.
Brilliant. Daz, you definitely won that round. Right, so we need to decide of them. So who's for, who's against? I think Daz, you picked first this time.
I'll go against this time. So we'll mix up.
Going against. Okay. So Drew Talbot.
Oh no.
Is the greatest player
Oh my God.
Pompey had whilst we were in League 2 and 1. Go.
Why do I always get stitched up on this? Fucking hell.
When you're ready, Haz.
Is anyone ever ready to do this?
Do you need a minute?
I haven't got enough time to go and jump off Portsdown Hill, mate.
Right. Haz, why is Drew Talbot the best player we had in League 1 and League 2?
He may have only made 9 appearances for us, but my God, what an impact he had. He made such a impact for us. He could play anywhere. He could play fullback. He could play in midfield. He could play on the wing. He just had so much talent, and only players with a certain amount of talent can not listen to when they jump for the ball and knock out your teammate. Only certain players can do that, and that is why Drew Talbot is ultimately the absolute GOAT.
Brilliant. Love it. Daz, why is he wrong?
I'm only going to need probably a couple of sentences at that. The reason he's wrong is because we all have eyes and ears.
Something Drew Talbot doesn't use.
No.
Hang on, what's ears got to do with it?
Because
We didn't hear Nathan Thompson call, did he? He went, no, I'm the authoritative one. I am an inch taller than you.
Because we can see.
Get in your lane, you big ass bum bag. I'm gonna head this, and I'm gonna knock you clean out.
Because if you're not watching the game, you're listening to the game. So that's why we have eyes and ears. And even the likes of Andrew Moon could not cover up for Drew Talbot.
Well, I don't know. I don't know who to go for there. You made a strong point there, Haz, that he was the main man on the pitch.
For those 9 games.
But I could never, ever go for Drew Talbot. So, Daz, you won that round. That's all you needed to say.
Yeah.
Hey, lad, that's out of order.
Right. Let's get on with the best time of the week.
Yes, it is, as always, the only reason that Russ lives. Never mind family, children, Pompey. Yeah, it is all about this. And this week, it is this player. Clue number 1. I never played for a club above the Midlands.
So then why can I only think of Steve Stone, who played for clubs above the Midlands? Hey, well,
Yeah.
What's class, like, because everyone has a different perspective of where does the Midlands end for you, Haz?
Like Leicester, Nottingham Forest kind of area.
Cool.
Because they are technically still in the Midlands.
Yeah, I agree with that, but some people think that's Northern, but...
No, that's the Midlands.
Yeah, that's fine.
Leicester, Nottingham is still.
Yeah.
To be fair, anywhere north of Oxford is north.
So the Midlands is Oxford, is it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. So
That line there. Just trying to think.
I was going to say Peter Crouch, but he played for Stoke.
Stirk.
And Burnley in the end.
Yeah, it's Stoke, not Midlands, though.
That's higher than Leicester, isn't it?
Mm.
I need to look at a map so I know the cut-off point. I can't think.
Have we had Greg Halford on here before?
Oh, God, he's played everywhere, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, but has he played north of Nottingham Forest? Because I know he's played for Nottingham Forest. Has he played north of there?
Didn't he play for Sheffield United?
Oh, yeah, he did, yeah.
So Nottingham. So what did we just say before Stoke? Stoke is slightly higher than Nottingham. So if Nottingham's the cut-off point, then yeah, it's classed as north.
So
Let's go Alan Knight.
that's a good point, actually. That's the
I just
thing.
wanted to move it on because it could be anyone.
But that's the thing. We don't even, even though he said that, it doesn't mean he could not have played any further than Oxford. Do you mean?
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's the point. That's the point. Now I can't think of anyone.
I've got a feeling now. I might know who, but I want to hear the next question.
But I'll just throw it now and then again. Andy Orford. That was extra loud for me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
I haven't upped the volume. It's only because we disagree. Up the academy left backs. Clue number 2. I played with Kit Simons, John Harley, and David Ford, but not at Pompey.
Steve Claridge.
Straight there.
Right. So if it's John Harley, you've got the likes of Chelsea, Fulham.
Yeah. I only went Steve Claridge just because I don't think he's played up north, has he?
Who else does Kit Simons play for? Because I never
Man City, Fulham, was it? Crystal Palace.
See, with players like Kit Simons, I was at the age where I thought we were the only team that he played for ever. Because that's the only team I thought that existed. Kit Simons, John Harley. Who's the third?
David Ford.
David Ford. So David Ford could be Millwall, Cambridge.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I'm sure Kit Simons is. He went to Man City, didn't he, after us? And then he either finished at Fulham and played for Palace in between, or the other way around. I can't remember.
Yeah. So John Harley is what? Chelsea, Fulham, anyone else? Who's played?
He got 2 Fulham players. So two of them played for Fulham.
Yeah. I think obviously this could be academy and stuff like that as well, couldn't it? So
Did John Harley also play for Sheffield United?
Yeah, that's why I'm not thinking. That's why I'm just thinking of Chelsea and Fulham. He probably has played for other teams as well, but
I remember him being at Sheffield United. I can't remember him being, and I only remember that because they showed on Sky Sports you get old matches, and they showed the old Sheffield United game. And I was watching the Neil Warnock documentary.
John Harley.
And John Harley's in that.
He always says. I was trying to find a clip of him saying that. John Harley. Come on, Tongy.
So I reckon it must be an ex-Fulham player.
Yeah, who's played for Fulham that we've had at our place? Diop.
Yeah, but not with
Simons, no.
not.
So if he was Kit Simons, is that your dog? If he was Kit
Yeah,
Simons,
sorry.
No, he's having a wank.
I thought it might be you scratching your ear.
You got a chain on it, have you?
Yep.
Just throw out a guess, but it's hard when it's because Kit Simons, John Harley, and David Ford is a massive difference. I don't know. Michael Morrison.
Not overly sure. I'm just gonna go. I know he played for
So
Fulham.
you've had your guess, mate.
Have I? Well, oh yeah,
Steve
Claridge,
Claridge.
wasn't it? Oh yeah. I went so fast, I forgot I had it.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Way.
Good,
We go a pod without saying that. Do you reckon?
No.
No, I don't think so. Clue number 3. Pompey were the only team to pay a transfer fee for me in my career. The rest being loans or frees.
Wow. I think that helps.
No. Well, I was thinking Sean Davis because I know he was young at Fulham, but surely Spurs signed him for a fee.
Yeah, I think they would have, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
They wouldn't have gone for a free. That's good. Good, not a bad shout though.
I'm sticking to Fulham, but it might not even be a Fulham player. Oh, I know we didn't pay fee because there wasn't Steve Finnan there, but he came here on a free, didn't he?
And he played for Liverpool.
Yeah.
What about Chelsea? Anyone from Chelsea? See, this is John Harley. Who's probably played for another team
That we've
in
completely
London,
forgotten about.
and
Yeah.
it's them. But that's the thing. Like certain players, you don't know every single club they've played for. Do you mean? Unless you're a proper like football manager geek. And I was out kissing girls when I was younger, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I was, I promise.
Anyone who says they're out kissing girls, we're not out kissing girls.
Just my mate, just out kissing my mates, really. To be fair.
That's getting clipped up.
That's fine. That's fine. There's a lot of truth in it.
I need to get off the Fulham thing because I can't think of anyone.
I'm done. I think I have no idea. Just throw a guess out there. I reckon.
I know it's not. I'm just going to say it just to move along. Sean Davis.
I can't even think of anyone. That's the problem. Who have we had for Pompey that played for Chelsea? John
Probably
Hart.
loads back in the year, but
Yeah.
I don't think these three would have played with them.
I don't know. Jimmy Carter. No.
Definitely not him.
No.
Well, the US president.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy Carter could have done on date. David
I
Ford's
don't think. Right, you won, but we need some clues.
Ba, 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 ba.
When did he play for Pompey?
2009 to 2012.
Wow. 2009. So if he's saying 2009, did we buy him in January?
He played with Kit Simons.
Who did we buy in January 2009?
Could have been the summer of 2009. Who did we buy? Gekas? Bastinas? Oh no, wait, I'm thinking. He did came in then, Bastinas, didn't he? Yeah.
Oh no, I was about to say Glenn Little.
Jermaine Pennant, but he was on loan. I think that was it, wasn't it? I don't remember us bringing in many because that was the start of the downfall, wasn't it?
But do you think maybe it could have been the January before?
When did he play with Kit Simons? Or who? What club?
Crystal Palace.
That must have been when he was a nipper.
Hayden Mullins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, hang on a minute, who's played for Palace? Mullin, and he came in then, didn't he? Yeah.
He did,
True.
and he played with John Harley and David Ford at West Ham.
Oh,
Oh, he was at West Ham, wasn't he?
I remember
Of course.
David Ford at West Ham. I
I
don't remember John
remember.
Harley at
I
West
do
Ham.
remember John Harley at West Ham. Now I can see him in the kit. Oh fucking hell! Yeah.
Oh well done, Haz.
Well, mate.
There
Right.
we go.
Any other business, boys?
Who plays left back Saturday?
That's
Nah, I'm all good.
I reckon John Harley could still do a job.
a point.
Yeah,
He
why
looked
not?
good when we played that match at the end of the season last season. He looked like he could still play.
And I'll tell you what, Messino looked like he could still play as well.
Yeah, fuck
He
it.
did only retire like a year and a half ago. He should be able to still play.
Was it? No, wasn't it like that's more than a year and a half ago, wasn't it? What that
It's
was?
Was
nearly
about
nearly
the
3
day
years
before he
ago
became our
now.
manager.
Yeah, but the problem is if you were out of the game for like half a season, you're fucking well behind it.
Yeah,
So
it'll be
let alone
3 years in January.
yeah, and he didn't play a lot then, did he? Really?
No.
I've got something I want to bring up actually quickly. Nothing to do with Pompey, it's more to do with England. What do you boys make of this? Seems to be this witch hunt against Jude Bellingham at the moment in the media.
Just
Because I don't get it.
Well, it only seems from one journalist, doesn't it? And he seems like a right prick as well. I just think it's something else. They've got nothing else to talk about. I don't see the issues with it. Like him, this Craig, is it Craig Hope? What he said?
Something like that. Craig something. Yeah.
Yeah, he said certain things, and I just haven't seen it. Like, like from the clips and that lot people have shown, there's nothing in them to say that Jude Bellingham has been that way. So I don't understand it. Like,
He got
but the thing,
frustrated. He got taken off. I'm glad he was.
yeah,
do you want him to jump up and down and go, "Oh,
yeah.
well done, I got taken off"?
Thing,
Exactly.
I
And
remember
I
saying,
just think if that was any other player, I don't think anyone would care.
mate, we are so lucky to have someone like Bellingham. We're
He's so
so
good.
like. What I said this to like my mates long ago in one of the competitions or watching him play. I was like, like we are so lucky to have him. Like it's one of these things where you've seen like other countries when they've had like the Brazilians, the Spanish, and that lot, and they've had their superstars, and you think, oh, I just wish we had a player like that. And obviously, I know we had Rooney, but I don't think he got the same thing. I think it's because Bellingham's gone abroad and done it, and he's at Real Madrid. Like he's that star. And I just think, unfortunately, I think the press, well, not all the press, but some of them are going back to the ways they used to be because obviously Southgate, now he's come away. There's not that link with England that Southgate created with the press.
Also, Southgate was the one getting the flack, wasn't it? Always.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And
oh well, we can't blame Southgate anymore.
well, that's the thing. And Tuchel seems to come out and say certain things, doesn't he, as well? Which I think sometimes adds fuel to the fire. But I think it's silly.
He's just open and honest.
Yeah, he is. But I think there's certain times you can and you should and you shouldn't be completely honest. I think there's some things you have to keep behind closed doors and keep within the change room at least until after a tournament you've left. After that, then say what you want and care less. But leading up to it, to keep the harmony and that kind of thing, there's certain things you should and shouldn't say, in my opinion. But I
I
mean,
just
it's
find
different culture, isn't it?
I just find it. Well, this shows why his parents don't want him playing in England.
Yeah.
You know, and the same with Job. They don't want him in the Premier League. They don't want him in the limelight because the bloke got annoyed. He got subbed, and Jesus Christ, he's the biggest this and the biggest that, and he's the reason England won't win anything, and blah blah blah. And you're like, have you forgotten that he ran 30 yards back to do a mad slide tackle block and
Did
put
you
the
also
ball?
forget that if we didn't score that goal against Slovakia
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
Euros,
and he was the one that set up Palmer for the goal as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the as I've got older, you realise that like no matter what profession people are in, everyone's still a human. So they're still got the ability to be an absolute twat, no matter what industry they're in or what level they're in. They're still a human being who can just say stupid things and be an arsehole for like not for no reason, but not for a reason good enough to to act that way.
I just don't know. I've never understood it with but I even see it like when we played Spain in the final. Bellingham was probably our best player on the pitch. Someone managed to make a 2-minute video of all the bad things he did. But I'm sure if I've done player watch, I could easily edit it to make a player look bad. Easily.
And also players that are in that final third and the attacking third and the most creative part of the pitch, you have to allow them to lose the ball, make mistakes, because it's those passes that are sort of the ones that cut through defensive lines and the runs and that sort of stuff that create goals. If you never took a chance and never took that gamble of playing that ball through or things like that, you won't win certain games, especially at that level where the margins are so fine.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, I was just interested in what you boys felt, because there are some weirdos out there that don't rate Bellingham and think he's overrated, which
they're probably the same idiots that don't rate Colby Bishop.
Probably, yeah. Anything else, or are we happy to leave it?
No, all good.
Right, I hope we come away Saturday with a win. Safe travels to all those going to Sheffield are we playing Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't remember.
Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? On a Wednesday
and then we've got 12:30 kick-off the following Saturday.
Yes, and that's against
Bristol City.
Hopefully this time next week when we join, boys, we've at least got a win or a good performance or what, it's just something positive to talk about.
Yeah, at least 7 points.
We're only playing 2 before we meet up. We're going to get 7.
We get an extra point.
Get an extra point. Get an extra point if Chaplin finally scores.
Yeah. If any of them score.
Right. Till then, see you later.